To question 8. Learners tapped the rhythm below while reciting its corresponding French rhythm names. It's a 3/4 bar rhythm. Now, when I look at the notes we are given here, there is only a crochet, and a set of quavers. Now, the French rhythm for a crochet, which is 1 beat, is ta. Then for a set of quavers is ta te. For a set of quavers we have ta te. So if we are to answer this question properly, we need to understand this. So the first note we have here is a crochet, so it will be a ta. We have a set of quavers, which will be ta te. Then there is another crochet, which is a ta. There are 2 pairs of crochets, so we have ta te, ta te. There is a crochet which follows, which will be ta. Then another crochet will be ta. Another one will be ta, and again ta. So if we are to check our answers, A starts with tate, so we rule it out. B starts with a ta, then tate, then a ta, then tate, another tate, then a ta, 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 ta. And when we look at what we have up here is a ta, tate, ta, tate, tate, and 4 tas. That means B will be the best answer in this question, because when I look at C has a ta, tate, and 2 tas which follow each other here, and up here we do not have that. This is just 1 here. Then D starts with a tate, which is not correct, so B is the best answer. To question 9, study the diagram of the keyboard below and answer the question that follows. We are told to identify the notes marked X and Y respectively. Now, when it comes to naming notes on a keyboard, we need to understand that before every 2 black keys, the white key there is always a C. So where we have 2 black keys, the white key before them is a C. And before every 3 black keys, the white key is always an F. Before every 3 black keys, the white key is F. So here we have C followed by D, E, then F, there will be G, A, B, C, D, and E. The black keys are referred to as accidentals. The accidental either raise or lower. They raise the note or lower it. So when we talk of raising, we use a sharp, and when we lower, we use a flat. Now, we need to understand this. The black key between C and D is C sharp or D flat. It is C sharp and still it is D flat. The one between D and E is D sharp and E flat. Now, note X is here, which is a D, and note Y is here. So it is at an accidental, which is between A and B. So this one can either be A sharp or B flat. Y can be A sharp or B flat. So we have said X is D. Y can either be A sharp or it can be B flat. So our first answer is D and B flat, which is what? So it is D and B flat. That would be correct. D and A is wrong. D sharp and B is wrong. D flat and A sharp is wrong. So the best answer for question 9 is A. Best answer for question 9 is A.